Welcome, listener. This is The Internet is a Toilet. Today we're going to be taking a relatively deep dive into the world of one of our generation's most prolific authors, Dr. Chuck Tingle. There is little known about Chuck, but he presents himself as a Taekwondo grandmaster from Billings, Montana, who acquired a PhD while attending DeVry University. He self-publishes all of his books and actually does decent for himself. One of his books, Dr. Chuck Tingle's Complete Guide to Romance, has about 100 reviews and all pretty favorable. Like this one from Dylan. Having read many articles, books, blog posts, and opinion pieces on the tricky subjects of love and romance, I feel I'm more than qualified to say that Dr. Tingle's work is without a doubt the most valuable resource I've found. Another one of his books was even a finalist for the prestigious Hugo Award. A world-famous science fiction literature award dating back to 1953. Not too shabby. What book got nominated, you ask? Let's see. Here's the description for the Hugo Award nominee. Space can be a lonely place, especially when you're stationed by yourself on the distant planet Zorbus. But when a mysterious visitor appears at Lance's station, he quickly realizes that he might not be so alone after all. Soon enough, Lance becomes close with this mysterious new astronaut who happens to be a velociraptor. Together, they form an unlikely duo, which quickly begins to cross the boundaries of friendship into something much, much more sensual. This erotic tale is 4,100 words of sizzling human-on-dinosaur action and space raptor love.
Dun, 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 dun.
With a 4.4 rating on Amazon, this book, entitled Space Raptor Butt Invasion, has some pretty decent reviews. Internet sales and marketing company KDP Rocket estimates that his book, Slammed in the Butt by My Handsome Laundry Detergent Pod, alone brings in close to $300 a month. And that's just one book. He has over 100 books and on average writes a new book every month. This guy has so many books. Here's a small list of my favorite titles. Slammed in the Butthole by the Concept of Linear Time, Happy Birthday Dracula, Now Pound My Butt, and even such classics like Handsome Sentient Food, or I freed this handsome cargo ship from the Suez Canal and now he's stuck in my butt. And who could forget, Bisexual Mothman Mailman makes a special delivery in our butts.
Why?
Last year, he even released a few quarantine-specific books and set them all for free download on his website. Books like My Handsome Sentient Face Mask Protects Me Despite the Ridiculous Conspiracies That He Won't, Also He Pounds My Butt, and Bisexual Vampire Unicorn Teaches Me the Importance of the Vampire Cough. And then there is my favorite book title and just overall concept of his. Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt.
That's just a little weird.
The description of this book is a tough one to truly comprehend, so listen close. Kirk is a scientific researcher on the leading edge of cloning technology. In an effort to stabilize rapid clone growth, researchers have been taking DNA from various parts of their bodies and combining it with small amounts of animal DNA. But when the scientists combine samples from Kirk's butt, brain, and a hawk, the resulting effect is a winged, handsome, living ass who immediately sweeps Kirk off his feet over a candlelit dinner. Alright, enough of talking about Dr. Tingle and his work. Let's read some of it. I've broken this segment into 3 small samples, and if you enjoy, I recommend spending the $2.99 on this work of history. Suddenly, there was a loud slam against the glass behind us. Dr. Porter and I jumped in surprise, immediately looking up to find a rather large winged butt hovering in the air just inside the glass. "Hey there," says the butt. "Do you think you could get me out of here? I'm freezing my ass off." The rump chuckled to itself. My partner and I exchanged glances of excitement. Of course, Dr. Porter replied.
Well, that was some weird shit.
I feel like you need a name, I tell my own butt. I know that you're a part of me, and I love that about you, but you also need an identity of your own. My ass thinks about this for a moment, and then nods in agreement. All right, what's my name? Said my ass. How about Poor Torque? My butt said, I like that name a lot. It's nice and manly, yet very seductive. Poor Torque it is. The two of us raised our wine glasses and clicked them together right as our steaks arrived, perfectly cooked. I watched as Poor Torque sliced a thin, tender strip of meat and then chewed it happily, swallowing it with complete satisfaction. And, I asked, what do you think? My winged ass smiles. It's incredible! What is love? Poor Torque and me stumble through the door, kissing frantically as we make our way towards the bedroom. The second that we get inside, I push my living ass down on the bed and watch as he spreads his majestic wings out from behind him. 'Cause remember, he's part hawk. For a living butt, his physique is quite impressive, and I laugh out loud realizing that I'm only complimenting myself. ... And that's where I'm gonna leave you with. Just wanted to give you guys a tease of Pounded in the Butt by my own butt. There's more to the story. Much more to the story. I hope you enjoyed this deepish dive into Dr. Chuck Tingle's life and career. Is the moral of this story to go out and start writing dinosaur and laundry detergent erotica? Probably not. But the real lesson is to rethink what art is from the ground up. Chuck Tingle did what worked for him, and it's working for him. He has a very faithful cult following. For more information on Chuck, and even some of his free ebook downloads, check out chucktingle.com, which is on the internet. Therefore proving the internet is a toilet. Subscribe on podcasts, find me on Twitter, @toilet.com. Find me there and tell me about some shitty shit on the internet that you know about that I may not. And this episode, this idea, Chuck Tingle, came from Joey Herbs. And thanks for that. So if you've got something you know about, send it on to me. It might be the next episode. But until then.
Bye, have a great time.